Hi there. So if you're watching this video, thank you very much for purchasing our pinball machine. Now this video is going to be specifically for our 2-in-1 arcade and pinball machine system. Now this arcade system right here is going to have a multicade inside of it. So as you can see, you have the control panel over here by the front with the trackball. That's going to be so you can play all your arcade games. And over here we have the main pinball unit. It's going to be able to play all your virtual pinball tables and everything like that, so you get a little bit of best of both worlds in this machine. Now I'm just going to go over the main functions, going through the main menu, choosing your pinball game, and also working the arcade side of it as well. Now I just have it out of the box right here, but when you have it, you'll have it all set up with all 4 legs right over here. And the first thing you're going to do once you have it all set up is flip the switch back here, turning it on. So we're going to give that a little bit to boot. You'll see the lights turn on over here and everything, and it'll take about a minute to boot up. Now, while that's booting up, I'll show you over here where your audio control is going to be. Now, over here, you'll see your coin mechanism. It is commercial grade, so if you wanted this to be, to be coin operated, it's going to be right there. But for the most part, it's going to come free play already by default. So we can see it's going to have that starting Windows boot screen over there. So let's go into here, and through this door is going to be your volume control. It's a little dark in there, but as you can see, you have a light right over here. That's your audio amplifier, and the knob all the way on the right side is going to be your master volume right there. So I have it turned down already for the sake of this video, but it might come a little loud when you get the machine, so you just want to open this door through here and turn this knob down, excuse me. All right. So now that I covered that, the machine is booted up and everything, and first game you're going to see right over here is Leprechaun King. Now, this is the only game that is a pinball game that is outside of a playlist. The rest of your games are going to be on playlist, and I'll show you right here. Now, you can either navigate the menus using the joystick that comes with the control panel over here, or you can use the side flippers. Use the one closest to you. This one will skip, and this one will do individual, just like that. And this one will go to the right as well. But yeah, for the sake, I'll just be using the joystick. But over here, we have our different playlists. We have FX2, FX3, Visual Pinball 9, and Visual Pinball X. Those are going to be all your pinball playlists right here. So let's go into FX3. We're going to hit the start button over here to get into the playlist. And as you can see, you have a variety of games in this playlist over here. You have all like popular movies and games, TV shows. And so yeah, you have a wide variety over here. Let's try Back to the Future. Now we're just going to hit the start button again. And then you'll see it's going to bring up this menu over here. Now in this menu, you can do a lot of different things. You can add to either your global favorites or to the favorites within the playlist right there. So instead of having to scroll all the way to the game in the list of like 20 or 30, you can just go to your favorites in that playlist and choose the ones that you want specifically. So over here is your global add to favorites and your regular favorites. And I'll show you how to save these at the end. But for now, we're just going to hit play the game.
Please wait. I am now
just to show you how it works.
Have fun.
So give it a couple of seconds. It's going to load up right here, and you'll see this starting animation. A great blast from the past right there. Now, in order to initiate the game, we want to hit the launch button right down here, right above the exit button.
The destination time, 1955.
And you can hit the side flippers here to, some games will have a couple of options for you to choose, as you can see down here.
2015.
You can choose which version you want, and we'll just go with that. So let's hit launch. And that's going to start it up for you.
If you're going to shoot the ball, why not do it with some skill?
Now you can either just press the launch button here, or you can just pull the knob right over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull, and there we go. We have launch. and the game has started.
This can't be happening. I'm afraid it is happening, Marty. All of it.
Here we go.
Great
So
Scott.
if you want to back out of the game has already commenced right now. You just want to hit the exit button right over here. So we're going to press it once,
Shoot the ball.
and that's going to bring you back out to that menu. And if you want to quickly just get back to the menu so you can select another playlist of games, you want to hit the extra ball right over here. As we can see, it's going to bring you back out there. So now that we got the pinball games covered, I'm just going to go into the other feature of this machine, which is going to be the arcade system, right? And so we're going to have two playlists for this. We're going to have the main playlist over here. You're going to see a little area for an arcade on the top right over there. And then we're going to have other games. This is just going to be just whatever isn't covered in the main. So just other games, as we'll take a look right here. You have a truck driving simulator. And then if we keep going, you'll see you have Crazy Taxi, just different emulated games in general. I think Dreamcast and stuff like that. You have some sports games, and we'll go back right here, and we'll take a look at the main. So just like the pinball games, you can either hit start over here to get into the playlist, or you can hit the one player button right over here. And this is going to be just a list of a bunch of arcade games running on the MAME emulator. And these are all alphabetical order, so if you just, hit the right there, you'll see we're still in the A's, and eventually we'll end up with the B's. A lot of A's. Here we go, we have Battle Shark. So I'm just going to go into this game just to show you how it's going to run, just like the pinball or games. You're going to have this little menu where you can go in and sort of decide if you want this to be in your global favorites or just in the favorites within this playlist. Just for the sake of showing you guys how to add them, I'm just going to go ahead and add this to the global favorites. But yeah, let me start the game.
Please wait.
Now, there's going to be different versions for each arcade game. It'll either have it displayed down here on the playfield, or it'll be up there on the top screen. Now, that's going to be up to preference which one you're going to like, and so that's why we like the favorites selection here, so that way you can add which one you like personally, so that way you don't have to get confused about which one is which. Now, for every game you're going to see, you're going to need to add credits, just like an arcade machine, and right here is going to be your free play button. This is going to be your credits button, and as you can see, you're adding credits with each press of the button, right? And then we're going to hit one player, and we're in, just like that. Some sort of submarine game, as you can see, working just well. We can shoot with the buttons. All right, and then exiting just works the same way. You can hit exit right over here. Now let's go back and take a look at our favorites that we just added. There we go. This is going to be our favorites list. And if we go in, you'll see we have Battle Shark right there that we just added. Now, if you want to save this game, you want to go back, and it says it when it boots up, but essentially what you want to do is press and hold this extra ball button, I'm sorry, for a couple of seconds. I would say about 15 seconds, actually, more than a couple. But as you're holding it, you'll see that happen, and then you'll see this little menu pop up right here. And so essentially what this is going to do is make sure you can save your favorites to that playlist right there. Otherwise, when you turn off the machine and turn it on again, it's gonna reset. So as long as you select this, go ahead and press start. There we go. Give that a couple of seconds. And the machine's going to restart. But once it restarts, we're going to go back to our favorites, and you'll see that that game that we added from the MAME emulator is going to be still right there. Okay, it's going to go through its boot cycle. And if you missed the first time, then over here, once this screen gets on, you'll see the steps to get to that save favorites. It's going to say press the extra button for about 15 seconds, and then you'll have that setup window. So anytime you ever want to create or add games to your favorites list, it's going to work the same way with pinball games or with your arcade games. So let's go into our favorites. And as you can see right here, we have Battle Shark right there in our list. All right, now the last thing I want to show off in this video is going to be the jukebox function. That's just so that way, if you're having a party or friends over and you just want a little bit of ambient noise, you do have the option over here to have a jukebox. And here we are. Let's go in, and you're going to have music videos and everything going on for entertainment. So we'll just choose that one. And yeah, it's basically just playing music at this point. Very cool, very adds a lot of functionality to your pinball machine, so you have the music, you have the arcade machine, and you have all your pinball games all in one machine just for you. All right, that's basically it. So now you know how to scroll and how to navigate throughout your menus. You have all these pinball playlists you can go through. You can create your own favorites list right here on the menu, or whenever you go in, you have your own favorites list over here within the playlist. That's if you don't want to like mix together different games from different playlists into your main playlist. You can create one within here, and that's pretty easy. You'll see over here Alien Isolation. I'm just gonna go over here, and you'll have the global favorites. That's the one that's on your home screen. And then over here, this one's already in my other favorites list, but that's all right. Instead of saying add, it'll say remove if it's already in there. But if we go over here, we'll see Alien Isolation in our favorites right there. But yeah, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I recommend just spending time with it, feeling it out, making sure you're comfortable with the machine. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any questions, you can go ahead and contact us with any questions or concerns that you guys have. All right, enjoy your pinball machine.